right back here where I'm at.
Yep. Heading your way. Be there in a second.
All right, let's see. Oh, did I have another delivery? Shouldn't have. Maybe so. I guess I did. All right, well, welcome to the stream, Twitch. So I'm doing a little bit of
Oh, see, I don't do it normal, and I mess it up.
doing a little multiplayer ETS tonight with Mistermoose and friends.
Do it within the truck. I can nail it every time. All right. What to do? Not take the job?
Well, apparently I had another job that I hadn't canceled yet, but it's still there. So
Okay.
now I'm in. It, I didn't realize there was a job pending there. I must have abandoned something at some point.
All right. That's good.
All right.
You were worrying me there for a minute.
Yep. Sorry. Yep. I went to accept it. It's like, no, sorry, you got a pending job. Finish it first or abandon it. It's like, what job? It's probably from back in some time before that.
Yeah.
Never finished.
Yeah, go ahead and do it. You'll be on time.
Exactly. I have to go to Luxembourg though. So that kind of mess up the convoy deal here.
Yeah, you'll be on time. No problem. All right. I'm sitting out front here, just chilling out on the side of the road, waiting for the other race teams to show up.
Okay, apparently I wasn't in the right spot. Because I got 80 miles to get there to the pickup spot.
You were probably in downtown. It's over here at the next to the IKEA over here, so you were probably in downtown.
Okay. Big place, I guess.
Yeah. What is the button on the CB for? You can change the channels or you can turn it off. Which I'm going to turn mine off. Thanks for reminding me. I still don't understand why I can't get this stupid window to be translucent. Used to be able to. Make shadows, headlights, show speaking players.
So, welcome to the stream, guys.
Basic, smoothing distance. Player tags, cabin accessories.
We're going to pull up here and go pick up our load here. Turn on my wipers because it's raining. Alrighty.
Do. Don't forget to move, Hemi.
Okay, just about there.
Yeah, you were probably down by everything that's downtown.
Yep, I think
Yeah,
so.
if he was by the garage, here's where I was just a little bit ago. I
Yeah,
just
if you were,
drove over here.
Okay.
yeah, by the marina and the garage and all that.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah, this is one of those split towns.
Guess so. Hatfields and McCoys or something here.
Scrabble. Need a race hauler driver have experience? Oh, what is the button for the radio? God, I don't know, man. Z maybe? T. It used to be T. Maybe it's Y. V something. I don't know. I don't use the CB. The only people I want to talk to are in Discord.
Okay, I'm coming off the exit here.
Way, way, way too many lights on this truck. Man, that new Scania, the number of lights you can put on it are ridiculous.
Okay, picking up the load. I see there. So
Oh, I see a blueberry coming. Look at there. Oh, look at there.
it's about
You even
time,
got
right?
the old Twitch TV thing on there.
Oh, do I? I
sellout.
forgot about that.
Did you pass the entrance?
Maybe.
Remember, all these places have gates on them. You got to go to the sign.
Yeah, I just thought I'd take a trip around the block real quick.
Yeah, I see where your trailer's at.
Be like,
It's right here in the front of the building.
it's like Wheels. How about today? It's not like you got anybody watching you or anything.
Yeah. My viewer numbers have dropped. I've dropped like 15 viewers in the time we've been sitting here. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. They're like, oh, I'd sit around and watch if, there was something interesting happening. But, watching the grass grow in front of the XMR,
Oh, there's the
that's just
entrance.
really not that interesting to me. Oh, that's the wrong place you're going in there, buddy.
Are you kidding
And
me?
this is almost as good as having Adam here.
You're right. What am I doing, man?
I
That's a
I
good
don't know,
question.
man.
All right. Yeah, you're right. Whoa. Okay.
Almighty, what's up, buddy?
It'll be daylight.
What's going on?
By the time I get there, it'll be daylight.
Yeah, the race will be over. I'll be like, well, we're glad you guys arrived. Too bad the race was over, 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Let's see if he finds
Oh,
it
yeah.
this time.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, even a blind nut finds a squirrel every once in a while.
Exactly.
Wait, did I say blind nut finds a squirrel?
Is this...
Yes, you did.
Wow.
I was just kind of like,
Guess that's an,
I'm a
that's
blind
real-
nut.
That's the interesting, that really makes it far off,
I've been called
like a
worse.
Let's see. Jobo Wick UK, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, obviously a blind squirrel can find a nut. And that's, that probably happens every day. But how often does a blind nut go find a squirrel? I mean,
It's,
come on,
That's
right? I mean,
a lot of people say that's what my gaming experience is a blind nut. So, all right, I got a trailer.
oh goodness me. I don't know, chat. Should I let Wheels lead or would we get lost? Yeah.
Yeah, most days I kind of wonder, why do I play games and film it?
To show make other people feel good,
Yep.
right? I mean,
Yeah, right.
anybody can edit out their mistakes and post it up on YouTube.
Yeah. That's for sure.
It's the people who choose to leave them in and let people ridicule them and talk bad about them. That's the real heroes.
Yeah, if it's collidable, I'll test it in just about any game.
I love all those people, man. I get them all the time. You need to edit your videos like Daggerwind does. No, I don't want to cut out all my mistakes. I'll just leave them in there. Alrighty, I'm outie.
Okay.
And here's Scrabble. Oh man, nothing like watching Adam try to park at the train station in ATS. If only Adam streamed when it was going on, so that we could flip over and watch Adam stream to verify whether he's trying to park in cab or in first person or third person.
Mine's in third person quite often.
Anytime he nails it, like right off the bat, I'm like, yeah, he's in third person. I find I've gotten progressively worse at parking in ATS.
The rest will be thick when I start backing in the day, so.
Say what now?
There will be lots of rust to knock off when I start backing this trailer and at our delivery point, so.
Yeah, these trucks are a lot more forgiving, though. It's like I was saying last night. It's not nearly as hard to back up a cab over as it is one of those, dog-nosed semis like here in the U.S. You have a much tighter turning radius.
Yeah, a lot smaller wheelbase, so responds faster.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, it's kind of great to be back in ETS again, man.
I like ETS. It's still my favorite, I want ATS to be my favorite because I live in the United States and I can relate to everything in the game as far as the city names, the road signs, all aspects of it. Whereas,
Yeah.
not so much in the European, in ETS, but as far as content wise and everything, it's just better. And they continue to they're constantly putting new trucks in it. They're constantly putting new loads in it. And I think that's the frustrating side of it for those who are ATS fans is every time they look and see, oh, another new truck has been added into ETS. Oh, another new engine package was added into ETS.
Yeah.
Oh, new trailers for ETS.
Expansions, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Pro mods, if you like single player.
Well, aside from any of the third-party add-ons, I'm not talking about that.
yeah.
I'm just talking
the
about
game.
the actual development of the game, and for everybody who's like, well, it's going to take time. Well, if you're a company who really wants to build that game and not lose the fan base on it, you need to focus more on the development of it, because your ETS community is not going.
Hey, and cunt,
They're
welcome
not
to the
leaving.
stream.
But your ATS community is either going to abandon it, or either the ATS community is going to completely abandon the game, or it's never going to catch fire because you're dragging your feet with it. The fact that the game has now been out for 3 years, and it doesn't have any more than 4 trucks in it and only 2 brands is ridiculous. So
Back in January or so, I guess right after Christmas, I was doing some earlier morning streams on ETS, and that seemed to go okay. There's a whole different group of people around,
yeah.
but that was because necessity made me be up at that time. So now it's not feasible now, but it could be done, but I don't have to do it. You could be up at that time now. So
ATS servers are down a lot. Again, I'm not talking about third party. I'm not talking about ATS servers, ETS servers as far as multiplayer. I'm talking about the game. The game itself, as far as the content for the game, as far as what SCS is doing. The servers have absolutely nothing to do with SCS. But it's like I hear a lot of people say, I'm not going to buy any content for ATS until there's more, because what they put out just isn't enough. And for what they're charging for it, I don't think there's enough. I didn't think New Mexico was that good. I didn't really think it added enough to justify the amount of money that they charged for it. Band-Aid Farmer, good evening. Welcome back. Good to see you. It's almost like they're pricing everything equally now. Well, if we're going to put out a map for Euro Truck and we're going to charge $19 for it, we're going to charge $19 for the ATS map that we're putting out. But wait a minute, the ATS map doesn't cover nearly as much as the Euro Truck map covers. Who cares? It's a truck driving map, so therefore it's going to cost $19. It almost feels like they're in that mindset now.
yeah, trying to pay for I don't know, pay for their development, bigger team, whatever.
That was what everybody buying ATS was supposed to pay for.
All right.
I mean, that's what I get sick hearing is, because here's what I see, okay, as a person paying attention and watching, right? I hear, if the sales of ATS go really well, we're going to expand out the team. We're going to make a whole nother team for ATS, and we're going to build it out, and everything's going to be great. And we're looking forward to, having 2 separate teams working on both projects, blah, blah, blah. Well, what do you see? You see ATS sales go really good, and now we got a mobile truck rig that goes all over Europe and promotes Euro Truck. And we put a team together to go out and promote it and travel to all these truck races and everything. And we still hadn't gotten a new truck, and we got several new trucks in ETS and new trailers and new cargos and everything. And we really hadn't gotten squat in ATS. They're French. What do you expect? SES isn't French. You need to re-reference an atlas and figure out where Prague is. It is not French.
No, that's for sure. Outside of European style buildings and stuff, there should be a lot of similar assets, you know, trees, fences, you know, your basic stuff. I mean, you would think. But that shouldn't be that hard to come up with brand new stuff.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why it takes so long, but
It is what it is, right?
yep. Yeah, I mean, I just don't see where. I don't know. I feel like they made a huge mistake with the way they did, with the way they put ATS out. I feel like they picking the West Coast to do it was a mistake. You have more population centers and more as far as geography goes. You have more terrain options on the East Coast. And I think it would have been a much better choice for them to do the East Coast than it would have been to do the West Coast.
Yeah. Yeah, you wonder from a non-America perspective if they're looking at like, yeah, it's California, Las Vegas, you know, that kind of thing. Hard to say.
Nah, I don't think that's it. I still think there's I still think that the game plan is I still think you look at it and you watch, they'll put Oregon out, and then the next place they're going to put out is supposedly Washington State. And then I bet they either go Canada or Mexico.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And their whole thing for picking the West Coast and doing it that way, because it was the easiest way to connect Canada and Mexico together, was do several little states in the U.S. and then you can have a run from, you know, Canada down into Mexico. I won't be surprised if I see that. So. All right, well, you got your 5 minutes of self-promotion in the channel, and now you can go bye-bye. That is such a cheap-ass thing to do. So I posted a link, and it wouldn't let me post the link, Mr. Moose. So now I'm just gonna come on and just blatantly self-promote myself in your stream. Mac, will you delete that dude for me? Show him the door. Unless they pick Southwest for the different scenery, East Coast would look like ETS. Wouldn't be as boring. I mean, seriously, do you really look at the desert as being like exciting and fresh, you know? Thanks, Mac. Appreciate it. I don't know why suddenly I can't. Oh, I have to click on the person's name. That's what it is.
Yeah.
All right. That's what it is. I keep thinking there's supposed to be a thing on the outside of their name, little 3 dots outside of their message, and I click on it to delete it. Apparently, I have to click on their name.
Yeah, there's a gives you some options: ban, unban, timeout. I can't remember.
Yeah,
them all.
it's different than it's different than YouTube stuff.
Mm-hmm. For sure. And what's great is you don't have to use it as much.
Yeah, you really don't. It's usually a lot better over on Twitch than it is on YouTube. You get that one person who comes in and wants to self-promote themselves. I don't know why you guys are watching this, moron. My videos are better. Here, let me give you a link. I have never once done that. I have never once gone into anybody else's stream and said, "Hey, come watch my videos."
Well, I don't think I ever did either. Can't remember ever doing that, honestly.
It's just silly. How you doing back there, Hemi? You're quiet. Are you streaming?
Just riding along. No, I was gonna, but I don't got audio going over to the streaming PC, so.
Oh, that's right. You're on the special driving PC.
I'm on the old PC, the one my son uses for driving, so.
I thought you got all this stuff together so you could start streaming his victories.
I did. It's just I'm not getting audio over there, so it's probably you know how Windows updates does with works with
Everything.
oh, I'm trying to think the soft voice meter. I just need to go on and refresh the link, HDMI Elgato link, and then it'll be fine. But I can't stop and do that. So when we stop at the next place, take care of it. I'm just not really feeling that good today. I'm just trying to ride along, get some things done, do something today anyway.
Try and be a little bit productive. So the wife came home and called the doctor, huh?
No comment.
That went over like a lead brick.
It's been after me to do it for a while, and I've just been kind of like, no, I don't think so.
Yeah, I know she's been after you for a while. That's what I'm saying. If she came home and did it, I'm sure you're real happy about that.
Tis what it is.
Well, you gotta go now, so. Take your
Got it.
medicine like a big boy.
God only knows how long it'll be before they get me in up there, so it could be
Yeah, a year.
Christmas time.
Could be a year from now.
I got a feeling it won't take long, so. You're gonna look at me and say, "Cha-ching! He's back! Yes, we can add on to the hospital."
We were getting worried we were going to have to pay for something ourselves. We're so glad you're back.
I'm sure. And made him to like 7 or 8 different specialists again, so.
We'll just think you'll be paying for somebody's new job.
No, that's why I pay what is it, $300 a month for a insurance gap coverage. So
Oh yeah.
so I got 100% medical coverage. So
What, you don't want to play in the donut hole?
nope, don't want to be in the gap. Oh, better pay attention. Get up, arm! Ooh, that was close.
The problem I have with insurance is, and dealing with my mom's insurance is always fun. So I've got a coverage policy for her as well, so that when she gets in the donut hole, the other policy is supposed to cover it. The problem is nobody wants to pay, right? So
Right.
when you do get in the donut hole, it should just be a brilliant little thing that says, okay, Medicare is not paying because we're in the donut hole. It's time for you guys to pick up. Well, are you sure? Yeah, we can't pay for that and this. And here's the interesting one I had with her. She had a car run into her not too long ago. And filed the insurance claim. The other person didn't have insurance, so the insurance company had to take care of everything and blah blah blah, right? This is an automobile accident with no medical involved whatsoever. So she goes to the doctor, they prescribe some new medications for her, goes to the pharmacy to get the medications, and the pharmacy won't approve the medication because the insurance won't pay for it because there's a claim by the automobile insurance company that is blocking her from being able to get the medication. And I'm like, well, and they're like, you have to get a release from, because we show that your medical insurance is this company and not this company. And we're like, no, that's her automobile insurance, not her medical insurance. And they're like, well, we can't do anything until we get this released because we filed the claim with them. And it's like, are you guys this stupid? Are you really this moronic to think that Allstate insurance is her medical insurance? Oh yeah, we're gonna pull one over on you today. We're gonna file it on this claim. So then I called her insurance company, which is the automotive insurance company. It took me 4 days to get it straightened out because you call the corporate offices, and the corporate office tells you need to talk to the local adjuster who did the case. The local adjuster doesn't know anything about it. Then he refers you back to corporate. Corporate refers you back to the adjuster, who isn't the adjuster who actually did it, and the adjuster that did it doesn't work for them anymore. And it's just like, oh my God, how many hoops do I have to, thank God it's not some sort of medicine that's keeping her alive, because she'd be dead by now. And, which is kind of what I told the last person from the insurance company. I was like, well, you know what? I'm going to tell you what kind of insurance claim do I get to file when she dies because I can't get the medicine that she needs because you're dragging your feet? Do I sue you? And is your insurance going to pay for it then? I finally got the release done. It's just, man, it's a joke. When my dad had cancer, his policy that he paid for was for like all this other stuff. One treatment for his cancer was like $42,000 per treatment, and nobody wanted to touch that one.
Wow, that's a lot.
Oh, well, it was a quote unquote experimental drug, but it was the only drug for his particular type of cancer.
Right.
and but because they had it classified as experimental, it gave them a loophole to try to get out of it.
Oh yeah, I see.
The insurance companies will try to screw you over 7 days to Sunday. They'll do everything they can to avoid paying.
Hey, Pat and Pop, how you doing?
Which is really a shame because you're putting your money into them. You're paying into the system. They're taking your money and they're using it to earn interest on it and, you know, fund their operation. And then at the end of the day, when you actually need it, they don't want you to use it. Tis a racket. You don't like it how they make you go see 10 doctors for one problem? I really don't have anything like that. Never run into that. My problem with them is what's going on nowadays with the medical industry where you have an illness and you go in and you need so many, like, you have something that's going to require you have 2 or 3 procedures, right?
Right.
And by 2 or 3 procedures, I mean you need an X-ray, a CAT scan, and maybe an MRI. I should be able to get all that knocked out in one trip to the hospital.
Whoa. Almost hit you there. I mean,
Yeah, I wasn't ready for as much of a slowdown as we had there. So,
all right. My
but
cat like
I was slowing down. I just was like, "Come on, all right." Oh, he says slowing down more. Okay, yeah, hitting the brake more. Hitting the brake. Okay, more. Fucker moment. FPM.
That's okay. My cat like reflexes. We didn't have a problem.
I seen you jump in the other lane.
Oh, man. The things I miss being in the front.
And then there's just Moose driving because the rest of it, we're all piled up in it. I actually have damage because I hit a guardrail on my way to you earlier to link up, so I got to repair. I need a repair.
That's funny.
Give the guy $111 million and he thinks he can just run over everything.
Exactly. do. I've got money to spend. Let me just be careless and reckless. Yeah, I've got the money.
See, someone just saw it. Manchester 17. I just saw somebody I follow on Twitch streaming Manchester 17. Wonder what that's about. Was there another match?
There's
named
been a
Manchester?
rumor that's, I think somebody got permission. Somebody, I think, got permission from Reaper to take the map and make it work for Farm Sim 17.
Okay.
Swag Spiker, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, as much as I love Manchester, I don't need it. I don't need it in Farm Sim. You know, it's like all the other maps that you've played a million hours on. It's
true.
like, I really want to go back and play it again.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're on console, maybe, but on PC, I really don't need to. It's just like all those European maps that Oxygen Dave and Bullet Bill made for Farm Sims, 15, and then they turned around and put them out for 17. They were great in 15, but I really didn't want them in 17. I wanted new stuff. I want stuff I haven't seen before.
Man, Hemi, you're driving like a blind nut.
And how many of those...
Doing chicane.
So the real question is, how many of those maps will be recycled again for 19?
Yeah, true.
Will 15 be recycled again for 19? That's what I want to know.
Maybe.
Yeah, pretty much. I think so.
Maybe.
I think 15 with its mascara and few upgrades will be slapped some graphic shaders on it, and a few new implements and put out as, you know,
Hmm.
as 19.
I hope they don't do that, but
So you're saying they're gonna put some new lipstick on that there pig and call it a new game?
Yes. Then they're gonna put it in a new tutu as well.
new graphics card.
Ooh.
Yeah, admittedly, when they first came out with the promo for 19, the teaser, and their one sheet on it read new graphics engine, and everybody got really excited. It was like, oh, they're doing a new engine. Except I don't really think they are. I think they're just putting some shaders on it, and so it looks better, and that's it.
Kind of interested in that Mapper's Paradise doing the Welker farm deal, though. I'm kind of interested in that. I don't know if you knew about, probably have seen that, but I'm sure.
You ever seen pictures of Welker Farm?
Yeah. So,
How hard is it to make a big giant dust bowl?
just put a tree in the middle of a blank map and you got it in a couple of minutes.
Really? I mean, how hard is it to make a big giant dust bowl and put, 4 or 5 trees right in the middle of it and a road and a couple of farmhouses? I mean, that's Welker Farm. I mean, that's it in a nutshell.
Yeah, pretty much. You're right about that.
I mean, come on. Go actually look at what Welker Farm is, and you're like,
oh, true.
It's like, it's nothing but a field for as big as the eye can see. And even if you look at their overhead photo of their property, it really is nothing but, it's like 2 really big fields with a house and an equipment shed in the middle of it.
That's true. Just plant a big wheat field and you're good to go. Or whatever crop.
I mean, when you look at it and you see the size of the field they do, and you understand why they use such enormous equipment and everything, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, it is Montana. I mean, they're definitely...
and if you turn around from the other side of the camera and look, there ain't nothing around them for miles. So I don't even know how you're going to put any cell points in. I mean, that'd be like playing the field, the fields, and then you'd have a road that, I mean, it had to be a 16x map, and you feel like you were playing an episode of a Euro Truck just to get the, the grains from the field to, if you're going to do everything proportional, the road from the field to the grain elevator is going to be, pack a sack lunch. You're going to be driving for a while.
Yeah, maybe they're just using the name to try to, think, well, this is real popular, and so people will be...
Yeah, that's all it is. Capitalizing on the name.
Yeah, but those fields out in the near west, where you want to call it, wheat fields, they're humongous. I mean, they're talking...
Right, well, I'm not saying they're not, but what I'm saying is they're making such a big deal out of the fact that Mapper's Paradise is making the Welker Farm map. And if you ever, again, even on a 4X map, at scale, the fields are so ridiculously big, it really is just going to be a big, huge field with a house and a couple of equipment sheds. I don't even see why that's something you tackle as Mapper's Paradise. I guess is my point. It seems like I could make that map probably. You could probably make that map. Wheels could probably make that map. It's not even worth your time.
Just take any map and combine all the fields together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously. I mean, if you look at a map of Welker Farm, it looks like you sliced open an avocado, and the house is the pit, and everything else on the outside of the pit is field.
All right, make sure I got the right entrance this time. So what's up, guys? How's everybody doing tonight? Need to make a couple of adjustments in volume once we get stopped here, and
I kind of missed this
doing a
one.
multi-stream. So with Mistermoose Gaming. So thanks a lot for hanging out. So a little bit different stream than I'm used to. I haven't streamed ETS at night in a long time. Did stream it back in January or so in the morning in single player. See if we can avoid that freaking wall this time. Alright, and we'll wait in line. Well, I'm not even going to pretend to tell you that I'm going to do this in cab. Not even.
You're not. Well, you know. That's all right. I like the challenge. All right.
I don't know, sometimes.
Y'all's way.
Sometimes I do, but not rarely, though, to be honest. I think if I played the game every day, I probably could hone it down, but about the time I get good practice, then I stop playing it for a while.
All right, while y'all are parking, I'll be right back.
Okay. Good job.
Sorry, I got unlocked. I got a point I had to sign.
Mm-hmm. little bit off. Got it. Maybe. Not too bad. Engine malfunction, huh? Must have got a serious damage on my truck there, man. Try to miss that trailer. I think I can swing the back end around and make it work. Come on now. Oh yeah, piece of cake. I think. Close enough. Close enough. Cabinet tab out for 1 second here. We're going to tab out and need to do a couple things real quick here. Right there, so we're good on that end. And
all right, I'm back. Everybody get parked?
10-4.
Hemi, you still with me?
Yes, I am.
I guess I should move my truck a little bit.
Where are we going to next, eh?
Well, let's look.
I want to move first.
I did. Let's see what we got.
All right.
How about Torino? Northern Italy.
Northern Italy, Torino, eh?
Yeah, it's almost on the next to last page for me.
It's on First Racing Components, Torino.
Mm-hmm.
I've got medical equipment going to, and racing components too.
For the thing, you need to be.
It's got to be racing components for the achievement. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Better take that then.
All right, that's what we'll do is Torino.
All right. She's locked in.
Aye, come. She's locked and loaded.
Probably picking up right here. Yep, we're picking up here.
Oh, nice.
I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. Not with Hemi in front of me.
Well, I'm backing up to pick up my trailer here. All right. She's.
I think they did this achievement wrong. In all honesty, what they should have done was like this week. You should have got to grab a load from wherever the last race was or whatever, and then haul it to where the next event was.
Monaco?
You know what I mean? And then each time it's a different location based upon, and spread it out over the season. And that way it encourages people to come back week after week and participate in it. I think that would have been a better way to do this.
Yeah, it's an interesting way to do it.
Instead of just going town to town 12 times in a row.
I'll just get out of here and go around the roundabout.
I'll be with you in just a second. I have a warm piece of cornbread.
Oh,
I mean, it's going to get eaten before I pull out.
Understand that. Let's see.
And who all needs to get some petro?
Well, I still got a half a tank, but honestly could use a little repair. Not really sure how far that is from right here. I'll pull over. There's not that much room right here, I guess, to pull over.
There's a shop back there in the corner.
I didn't think of it till it was
And there's a big gas station right around the corner as well. Oh, you went up the road already, huh?
Well, yeah, just going around the roundabout and then trying to find a place to stop. But back there's where I need to go. Okay. One thing about ETS, there's not very much room to make a, like, you know, if you need to change.
Well, there's nobody around. Back up.
Yeah.
I'm going to go get fuel.
That's okay. We can do this.
Yeah, nobody's watching. I mean, it's not like I've got it in developer's cam watching you back up.
Oh, I just turned around.
I do. What? Oh, sorry.
That's okay. I guess I'm kind of live anyway, so. Oh, yeah.
Warm cornbread.
Yeah, you got a hard time beating that.
Oh, I can beat it, you know, with all kinds of stuff, but it's still pretty good. It's just warm cornbread. It's not warm jalapeno cornbread. or warm Mexican cornbread. It could be beat easily. Where's everybody at?
I just leaving the repair center real quick.
All right, I'm at the gas station, just chilling for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna come around there.
Might as well fill that half a tank up while we're here.
Might as well.
Hemi's buying a new garage.
Well, I did not do that, but that's not a bad idea. But it's not a big deal. All
Not
right,
sure if I bought it or not.
fill up. Hey, Jeremy Barnett. Thank you very much for the bid cheers. Wow. 4, 5, 6. Wow, thank you very much. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1,050 it looks like. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate it.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and start pulling out.
Okay. No, I'm good. I'm done. Just
I see Hemi's down there waiting, so.
After you.
all right. Well, right on behind here.
Onward we go, boys. Delivery number 7 for me. Ah, here comes Scrabble.
I like the scenery right there in front of us with that bridge and stuff there. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. It'd just be nice if more of that stuff was accessible, you know,
Yeah, true.
instead of just drawing on a 2D render on the distance. Scrabble making another 25 bitty donation back into the cup. Thank you so much. Putting those bits in there to fill it up.
See, filling them things up again.
Trying to, anyways. Oops. I
I
get
can
everything
give-
readjusted.
I can give him guff because I can't see chat. So you can say hey, whatever you want, and I don't see it. It won't bother me.
And you won't hear the audio on Discord, will you?
Not from Scrabble Dabble, no. Not from Mrs. Scrabble, no.
Wow. The heat is strong in this one.
He was
Guess that's why
getting
you're-
on me earlier, so I was just kind of paying it back.
I guess that's why you're not streaming tonight. You don't want any Scrabble in your stream. I see how it is.
Yeah, that's why I started it back up. Yeah, yeah. No, wait, no, I didn't. I don't got the
man.
notifications on here, so in the chat, and I see there's people talking in my chat, but I can't see it from where I am. I'm blind, and the monitor is like 4 foot from me.
That's the way to grow your channel a lot, Hemi, is just ignore everybody in chat. Yeah,
Well, so far there's Tim Salem and Big Mac in there. Hey guys,
nicely done. Flatbed truck driver, thank you for the 25 biddies as well. Very much appreciated, sir. You guys hear something? Just the wind. Just the wind, Scrabble. You put this truck into the wind just right, it makes this funny sound.
wee,
Ree!
wee.
I don't get much ree. I don't have to worry about it.
Neither do I.
Well, I get some farm sim ree, but that's about it. Scrabble with another 25 biddies in the cup. Making it rain. Making it rain. It was more annoying than that. Wait, it's more annoying than Ree! Kiwi Dave, 45. Thanks for the host, man. I appreciate that. Thanks for helping spread the word on the herd. Much appreciated.
Oh, you're, what,
What
200
the
out
heck?
there?
There's a plane in the middle of the road. What the?
A plane.
I guess that's just localized. The
Oh, yeah, the crash landing.
oh, good
Yeah.
lord! Whew.
Random road events are localized to your machine.
I'm sitting there looking. I'm looking over at chat trying to see if something, and all of a sudden I look back and I see a plane in the middle of the road. I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's one reason why you don't want to drive too close to the rear end of somebody else's truck, because like they'll go through a road, they'll go through it, and you won't even, and then all of a sudden you'll see it and be like, no reaction time whatsoever. I mean, for me, a lot of times they render in so late that I barely have enough time to react to them anyways. But if somebody's in front of me driving and it's localized on the multiplayer, if it's localized,
Sorry
if a
about
couple
that.
of trucks
Hit
are
a
in
phone
front
call
of me,
there,
I don't
guys.
see it until the very last second.
This explains no.
Even as much as I fall back,
No, it don't.
you know,
It's just tonight,
really bad if
JJ.
I'm playing with somebody who's rubber banding.
I've not been anywhere, man. How you doing?
So I was
No,
gonna
I'm-
ask Wheels, agricultural driving
No.
on the grass?
No. I had a phone call.
Oh,
I was trying to mute two microphones and keep a hold of the steering wheel. And see who's calling me.
yeah. I was looking over there at chat again, and I look up and I see you off in the grass. I'm like, oh, okay.
The things
Yeah.
I miss at the front of the pack.
You're taking my truck and driving out of here. Where are you, JJ? No, man, he's playing ETS tonight and asked me if I wanted to join, so hence here I am, bro. But I haven't been doing anything with these guys. Just sounded like fun at the moment, and so that's what I was doing, man. No, JJ, don't. Nowhere near you. Why? Man. Touchy, huh? No, man, I played Farm Sim for a bit. I pulled up Twitch, and these guys are driving, so I'm like, hey, I'll drive.
2 microphones. What do you have? One for Discord and one for the stream? Oh. I got you. I got you. I got one button set that mutes everything.
So do I. It's called the off button. Oh, wait. Ah!
Well, I got another button that does that. So I got one button that mutes, one button that switches me from push to talk to voice activated. Then I have another button that just mutes Discord, period. So it takes me out of the conversation, takes you out of my headsets. And then I got another button that just mutes the mic altogether.
Oops, sorry, JJ. I hit the wrong button there. I wasn't talking anyway.
So depending on which scenario I need, I can just hit a different button.
Yeah, I probably should get that fancy, but seems like the setup I got works fine. You know, it's just
yeah.
Plus my wheel, I don't think when I enabled it, I had it disabled, and when I re-enabled it, I don't think I got the right profile. It's real loose. I didn't take time to optimize or go and open up profile, or the Dodge Tech profile or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, JJ, I did mute the stream, right? Well, the only difference there between that and Ark is that I don't want to play Ark. And I've been wanting to do ETS, so of course I didn't tell you I wanted to do ETS, but you know, it's the YouTube stuff's kept me
part
busy.
of that is Stream Deck. Part of it is just my mixer. You know, like if I don't want my mic going out anywhere, I have a button on my desk I can hit, and it just completely mutes my microphone before it even goes into any of the audio devices. But the Stream Deck is what I use to control Discord.
Yeah, that I don't have.
It's useful. It's handy to have. I got 2 of them, and I don't utilize it to it nearly as much as I thought I would. There's a lot more I could do with it. It's just I really don't have the stuff to do it.
Yeah. I thought about it more than once, but I just have never done it.
Or let's just say there's a lot more I would like to do, but you know, it's a pain in the butt to try to do it sometimes. Because a lot of stuff you end up having to use hotkeys to do it, right? So you got to go into the program that you want to use, and you got to hotkey something in that program. And it has to be a global hotkey, so that program doesn't have to be focused in order to use it. So it has to be a global hotkey. Some programs have that, and some programs don't. And then after you do that, then you have to go through the whole aspect of putting in a Stream Deck, and are the hotkeys that you've selected, are they gonna conflict with the game that you're playing. That's the other thing, you know, finding safe hotkey combinations that aren't going to conflict with whatever game you're playing. And some of these games today have so many key configurations in them and so much stuff going on. It's almost hard, especially like Farm Sim. Farm Sim is really hard to get good hotkey combinations done because there's so many add-ons that utilize so many different hotkey combinations.
Yeah, most of them are used. At least the ones that are logical.
Well, and that is the one nice thing about the Stream Deck, though, is like you can set up some really bizarre hotkey combinations because it doesn't have to be comfortable to you, you know, like Control Alt Shift whatever, you know, and you don't have to worry about it. But again, finding some of the stuff that happens, like let's say you're using the problem I run into with it is like I'll use Control Alt Shift and another button as a hotkey, and you would think, okay, well that's pretty safe because having all those buttons pressed down, you rarely ever do that. But the problem I run into is some software will just see the fact that you have Alt pressed, and it will automatically think that Alt is pressed for something in the game. So like Escape from Tarkov, I'll be playing, and because Alt W is used to do that gangster sling of your weapon, I'll go and hit my push to talk button to toggle my push to talk button, and it will sling my weapon way up in the air, even though I didn't touch my Alt key at the time. So
you can go ahead of me if you want, Hemi, unless you want me to.
Okay, I'll go ahead. I was still recovering from catching that crop, so.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I came in a little hot. Thought for sure I was gonna go.
Yeah, I was probably a little close to him too. I moved over. I probably surprised you there, as close as I was.
it sounds like I have some really dangerous drivers behind me.
No, it's just forgetting
Okay.
that what the roll through rate, what the roll through speed on those fast passes.
Oh, yeah.
are.
30
was
miles
coming-
an hour.
I was
35.
closer to 45 when I went in there, and yeah, I'm like the
How
bar's
come that
only
before-
not.
The question is, the question I have for you is, do you ever find yourself swaying to the right in your seat to duck that bar?
No, I was like, it's halfway up. I'm gonna hit it, and I slammed on the brakes hard.
Admittedly, there's been a time or two where I've found myself leaning to like, oh, gotta get under that bar. Like it's gonna
Like-
help out.
Like iRacing, when you're going around the corner, you're leaning.
You find yourself leaning to the left.
Yep.
That's funny.
Yeah, you find yourself doing silly things in that game.
Diamond says, it might be good that you're ahead of them.
Yeah, it might be. Well, it's like
Hey. No contact has been had. So
Yeah.
we're just creating content, not contact.
Exactly.
Yeah, but you know, never mind. I'm just gonna bite my tongue on that one.
Moving right along.
Usually that involves when the words creating content gets uttered out. That includes somebody causing a wreck.
Real operators do it no matter what.
No wreck shit.
He didn't hear me say that, by the way, JJ.
You know, so
Oh,
I used the qualifier on there of yet.
You mean
Hey,
real
look, you
real
want to see something
operators?
funny? I'm going through a turn. I turned off my motor. Oh no! I can still use my steering wheel though.
You talking about leaning no
Motor's
matter what,
back on.
JJ?
I can still use my steering wheel. Oh, that
Oh,
one will
my.
never get old.
Who was the one that went sideways in the middle of the road on this?
Short.
And what was his excuse? I can't remember.
He said that
Oh, I see.
something happened. His truck went dead, or
Oh yeah. Just
something.
leaving
He's
in
like,
the
oh, my
game.
truck went dead, and then
Yeah.
when we got to him, he was parked perfectly sideways in the road with a tree on one side of his truck and a telephone pole on the other. He had strategically found a spot where he could pull in there and cause you to have to run off the road.
Yeah, it was right as you crested a ridge. It was like, holy.
Yeah. That was short. That was right. Also, that was right after Adam was trying to race me to a turn. And I managed to take the turn at speed, and Adam managed to eat a telephone pole.
What about the hydroplaning at Elko? Oh, I remember that one. Stomped on the brakes and he didn't stop.
Oh yeah, going down the ramp. He just kept going. Whatever happened to Short? I don't know, man. Never see him around anymore. He went off to do his own thing on YouTube there for a bit, and then that didn't work. I don't know what happened. He stopped doing it. I hadn't heard from him in forever.
Last year I was streaming with a guy that had a face cam, and he in the middle of driving down the interstate on ETS there, his pedals stopped working, and they broke. The pedal actually broke, and he had a face cam. He was waving his pedal at the camera, like, I can't stop. That was a funny circumstance.
Well, then again, can't you just flip the engine off?
E-brake.
Well, yeah, I don't remember exactly how we solved that. How he solved it, I know he ended up stopping slowing down on a hill, and the bushes stopped him because they're so rigid, collidable.
Well, there's still that keyboard button,
Yeah,
it still
true.
works.
True. Shut off the engine.
I've had to use that many times before because I've had this glitch before with mine, and it was it had to do with Logitech Profiler is what it had to do with. And like if you forget to start the game and then you start the Logitech Profiler, sometimes it will freak the game out. And to where like I'd be driving along and my gas pedal would work and then it wouldn't work. And then it would work again, and then it wouldn't work again. And I'd be binding and unbinding and rebinding, and I still kept having issues with it. It was something to do with either Logitech Profiler or my USB port, one of the two. And I'd be going down the interstate, driving along, and then my gas pedal would go out. I'd have to reach down and put a finger on the W key and use it as the accelerator.
Yeah, I actually don't use the pedals. So,
Well, obviously. Do you use keyboard or do
I
you have
used
any
to.
other controls?
Well, I use the keyboard in my and the steering wheel. It's a combination of the steering wheel and the keyboard.
Yeah. I didn't know if you used like the flappy pedals for accelerator and brake or something,
I do actually use those for that, but
Yeah.
it's easier at times to use the keyboard.
I got you.
It works out pretty well though.
Yeah.
Got it figured out.
Yeah, I had one guy in chat one night. He was asking me, like, well, what do I do? How do I play this game? I'm in a wheelchair. I was like, talk to Wheels. He's got it all figured out. He knows, he can tell you exactly what to do.
Yeah, I mean, circumstance is different for everybody, but yeah, I mean, it's definitely doable. That is for sure.
My thing is, if my like stuff ever stopped working, I wouldn't remember how to turn the vehicle on with the keyboard, because I've got like the Logitech, that, everything is on it.
Yeah.
I would be like, hang on.
I got a lot of keys. I got all the hotkeys on the wheel done, but then most of them have duplicates on the keyboard.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't messed with any of my keyboard settings. Like, I think pretty much everything is default on my keyboard from when the game installs. And then I've got everything mapped to joystick and button positions as well. So...
Whee! You're going 90! Whee! God, I can't
going-
get that.
I'm 81. I don't know what you're talking about, Ree. What are you going to
I
send
can't
that?
even do it right.
Ree, after
Woo! Woo!
Ree.
I'm sitting here and I'm like, God, I got the cruise set on 80 and I'm just watching you pull away. I'm like, so I look over at my gaming system to see how fast you're going at this 90 mile an hour. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I'm going 90 at the moment here. Watch the bar, Hemi.
Man, Hemi, thanks for tattling on me. That is Jimmy Dolly.
Okay, here comes the
Used
bar.
to drive with Alex, late at night. Me, Alex, Dan, Jimmy. And like, other people may not recognize everything that happens in the game, but Jimmy'd be behind you. He'd tell everybody exactly what you did. I'm like, thanks, Jimmy. I don't think anybody caught the fact that I sideswiped that sign back there other than me. Jimmy's like, oh, you got that sign back there, Moose. Thanks, Jimmy. And here's Scrabble. No, it's Ree. Ree-ha, ree-ha, ree-ha.
Ree as in R double E double E E double E E. Whee!
Hee-haw.
Ree! You're not driving the speed limit. Ree!
That's what the chat does when they don't like you, what you're doing, I guess, in game. I don't know. I never had to worry about it that much, so.
That's okay. 111 million. Let them go ahead and find me if they want to.
You're not doing it right. Ree!
Man, I'd hear a steady stream of that the whole time if that was true for me, man. It'd just be constant.
Thaden 54 watching you play is making me want to jump and drive. I bought a G920 pedal and shifter. Ah, nice.
I got my G27 right when they were about to go off market, like 2 or 3 months before they became
Yeah.
very scarce.
Yeah, I bought mine at the right time too, and I bought mine refurbished from Logitech. So it yeah.
I don't got 27.
Ricola. Okay. You had
got
to.
an old-
Oh man.
You had
I
to
got an
remember
old
that.
G25, so just a little G25. Don't get all the fancy buttons like you guys do.
Scrabble had to bring up Ricola. Well, we are in Europe. I mean,
Yeah. You got to go to Switzerland for that.
Ricola.
There it is, Mr. Blue Monkey. Thank God none of you drive a truck. Whee!
How do you know? How do you be so sure of that?
That's exactly right. I work for Anheuser-Busch. I do this every day.
I got qualifications. I used to drive a truck.
Well, I do some work for some truck drivers. Not a sponsor of Ricola. I actually had to remove the snow mod before I started this. That's how long ago it was.
It's snowing in May. It's June 1st. I don't think I ever installed it, or else I would have had to take it off also. So don't feel bad.
I installed it when we were doing the winter runs long enough to hate it and uninstall it again. I mean, it just feels weird driving in the sunshine during December. The problem was they didn't put the snow mod out until like the week before Christmas this year.
Oh, true.
It was kind of lame.
Well,
That thing should be out December 1st so everybody can drive up until Christmas time in the snow, and then you can continue it maybe in through January. But it needs to be out way before Christmas, because like I think back about 4 years ago when the week leading up to Christmas, Alex and I drove every evening in this game with the snow, and it sort of set the holidays, with Christmas music playing, and it was kind of cool. And Recon and I drove a bit, and it was great. And then you get into this situation. I got road construction, oh no, I don't. It's just writing on the ground. It looked like maybe I had construction barricades.
oh, the arrow.
Yeah. The writing in the arrow, I thought, well, maybe it's road stuff and it didn't render in fully.
Well, Hemi moved too.
I was taking a chance. I seen it too. I'm like, huh? What is that? The plane. It's got me freaked out. That plane. I was like, what in the?
Driving in the snow sucks, man. It's driving in the snow is not that bad. Driving in the snow in this game is just stupid. They just didn't do a good job with it. That's
It's
the
just
reason
the
I was
visual.
like, eh.
Yeah.
Well, even the visual's not that good.
Well, that's all it is. A visual. You don't
Yeah.
lose traction. You don't get the ice. You don't get none of the.
But
ill
even that,
effects
the
of it.
visual's still not good because it's not painted in right. It doesn't even look good. Like the old snow mod that they used was much better, and this one was terrible.
I used the Frosty mod. I forget. I had something other than just the one they put out. But it might have
Yeah,
been
the one that came with
them.
them. Yeah, there's 2 or 3 different ones. One of them actually does affect your traction. The one they put out with Truckers MB was terrible.
Yeah, I don't think I used the one with
It
Truckers.
didn't even turn the rain into snow.
Yeah, I don't think
It
I
was
used
just
that one.
rain.
Yeah, I don't think. I think I used the other one because it looked better.
There was one that we had several years ago that was really good, because not only did it change that you got the snow effect on the windows and everything, and it looked like it was snowing, but you also it kind of got that ice fog at times.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
a nice mod. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it seems like I wanted the snowflakes hitting the windshield.
Yeah, this last one didn't do it.
Yeah, and so I found the one that did do that.
Yeah, because I always would turn up the mod to where, like, I'd get 100% chance of precipitation.
Yeah,
So it was just always snowing, and
yeah.
this last one was just so weak.
Yeah, I just don't remember which one it was, but I had two of them.
But even like the snow in the lanes wasn't any good either. I mean, it would have snow in the tunnels, which was terrible.
Right?
Oh, that was bad. I leaned over to get my phone, and when I was leaning so far, I moved the wheel. So yeah, we got the barrier there.
Come to think of it, that's why my game's raining all the time. Because I turned my snow
Oh.
thing up. I forgot to turn that off. It's been raining ever since I've been driving here. Like, why is it raining all the time? It's because you got it turned up.
Now you gotta get
Stupid.
off to the right here and then bear back to the left.
Like, I got no sun in mine. I need to turn that back to normal. I forgot all about that part.
That couldn't necessarily be your precipitation. That could just be the game. We drove one night in ETS. My entire stream it rained. The entire stream, and I had precipitation turned completely off.
Wow. That's rare.
I mean, I would go into the settings. I went into the settings during the stream and I'm like, good God, it's raining all the time. And finally I turned it completely off. 0 chance of precipitation. It still rained the entire stream. Everybody had a great laugh about it other than me.
Well, I look up at your stream and it's totally clear. I'm like, man, the weather changes in such a short time here. How come I'm in a torrential rainstorm and he's right in front of me in the clear blue sky?
Yeah, that would be how much chance of precipitation you had there running.
Right.
Man, that just totally destroyed my immersion in the game there.
So
I had to move over because there's a dirt roller and everything there, and work on the road. You just drove through it all. I'm like, what the heck?
He's got special powers.
Yes, as I said, God, that just destroys the immersion. He just drives right through it, and I got to drive around it.
Scrabble, your favorite one was the Scrabble tribute stream?
Of course it was. It was about Scrabble.
I'm actually still rocking that truck in ATS, believe it or not. I got on and drove a load the other day at a Jackpot or somewhere, and I was
Cool.
like, oh man, I still got the Scrabble truck rolling.
Oh, I got the Scrabble truck going for ATS. Or ETS, I'm sorry. It's all black.
Scrabble don't drive no cab over. What are you talking about?
ETS version of Scrabble level. I'm sure he'll have something witty
I
to
know.
say.
Yeah, no, you think about that night that we honored Scrabble with a tribute to him by all of us driving the blackout trucks like that. I bet he looked so silly standing in the middle of Bed Bath & Beyond crying. I bet his girlfriend was like, "What's wrong with you?"
Oh, I'm about to hit the guardrail again.
Man, is my selection of pans that bad?
If you don't like the curtains, we can change them, honey.
Really? Scrabble's thinking of a really, really mean thing to say right now.
A witty comeback.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the chick to start talking.
Oh, he might be out of helium.
That's true. That's it. I'm done with him. I'm leaving.
See you tomorrow.
This is nah, I'll pass. Man, I'm seriously craving another piece of cornbread. Stuff's good, man.
Debating whether it's worth the guff that I'll get, but holler up the wife and say, "Hey, I need some salsa, dear."
I'm not even gonna go there.
I wasn't talking about guff from you guys. I don't worry about that.
I don't even think you care about the guff from her.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And seriously, after this, you'd be like,
She knows where I sleep. That's all I'm gonna say. She knows where I sleep. That's all that matters.
yeah, but you're never there. I mean, she knows where you sleep. She just doesn't know when.
That's true. That's true too.
I think she kicks the dog out of the bed at night just to make you get up. I think she does that just as a sick little joke. She's that, or you know, she's got something that makes the dog get up, so you never sleep.
I went to bed last night. What, at about 8? So
Then again, you know, she did call the doctor on you today, so you know.
I went to bed about 8. I was up by midnight. So dog had to go out.
Well, that's what you get for going to bed at 8. I mean, the dog's still, you know, functioning on a regular schedule. He's thinking, you know.
The dog sees me go to bed, and she wants to go to bed too. She just like, not for this. I'm going to bed. Put me upstairs. Sits there and barks at the wife till she puts her upstairs in bed with me, and then that's it.
See, that's the problem. The wife puts her in bed with you and then goes, "My duties are done." That's all it is. She's all Hemi's responsibility now.
Exactly. The boy will not be happy when he finds out I'm going to Mayo. So, I mean, he needs to come and dog sit. So,
Ah, send the dog over to your daughters.
no,
She's always pawning them off on you.
no. Dog would not be a happy camper.
Hemi come home, find gifts in his shoes and shoes that are unwearable. I'll tell you what mine did yesterday. I was streaming yesterday and when I took a break to go use the restroom and get a glass of water, I came around the corner and the little one is standing in the middle of the dining room table.
That's funny.
And chewing on anything that she can find to chew on.
How did she get up on the dining room table?
Well, okay, well, the dining room table it's a very old dining room table, and it has it's quite large. It has 4 side chairs on it, and then it has 2 captain's chairs. And because the captain's chairs have the armrest on them, you can't push those all the way up underneath the table. They sit back a little bit. So she's so freaking smart, she jumps up into one of the captain's chairs, and then she's small enough that she can maneuver herself around and then jump up on the table from there. So I had to take I had to take the captain's chairs and move them into another room now.
See, my other dog that I had that we had put down a while back, he was smart enough. He'd pull a chair out so he could jump up on the chair to get up onto the table.
Well, here's what the rest of the story. So I said something to my mother about it because, technically it's her dog. And I said, you know, your dog was on my dining room table yesterday when I came out, and I said I had to spank her butt for it because she can't be getting up on there. And she goes, yeah, I caught her up on there the other day. And I said, well, did you whip her? And she's like, well, I didn't really catch her up there, but I had put a piece of newspaper up there and she had pooped on it. I was like, what? now I'm like debating on what cleans the dining room table, or do I just burn it?
Well, at least it hit the paper.
At least, hopefully, all of it. That's funny.
I'm like, and you're just now telling me this, it's like, oh my God.
Well, the dog figured you were busy. Like, he's busy streaming, man. He's not going to notice me. It's like the dog knew when you were in there
talking. I look at that
talking.
dog every day and squint and go, if she ever dies, you're gone. I'm just kidding.
I mean, just think your dog's in the other room listening to you. He's talking. He's at the computer. I hear him streaming. I'm free.
Oh, that dog knows better, man. I got her trained because when everybody else in the house leaves, I've got a kennel set out there, and they're supposed to put her in it. And sometimes they don't. When they put her in there, she starts whining and moaning and crying and everything. And all I got to do is close the microphone off and yell, shut up. And the dog goes, whoop. And that's it. They can sit in there all day long with that dog and be like, be quiet. And the dog's like, ruff, 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 ruff. No, be quiet. You need to be quiet. Use your inside voice, blah, blah, blah. And they pamper the dog, right? And I just yell, shut up. And the dog goes, whoop, better be quiet. There's a lot of people who get that speech, though, around this house right now. There are going to be a lot of people homeless if my mom ever dies. Because there won't be anybody to lobby their case anymore. It'll just be like, get out. Times I feel like I'm running a halfway house.
Oh, we're almost there. Nice.
Yes. Yes, we are in Torino.
Stoplight ahead! Stoplight!
I'm gonna go ahead and get through that one so I don't have to worry about getting rear-ended.
What one? Oh, Welch. Oh, I didn't even see that one. Darn it.
Mine was premeditated. I saw it.
Was watching chat and yeah.
Yep.
I'm stopping
Mike.
Hemi. I'm stopping Hemi. Hemi, I'm stopping.
I know. You got these little red circles on the bottom of your backside, and they come and get glow when you slow
Yeah, and
down.
unfortunately, you're colorblind and you don't see them half the time.
Those are blue down there, and I'm red.
Oh
Huh.
no, the light's
Well,
red.
I can ride the brake and make my brake lights come on. No, you can't. No, you can't do it.
Brakes override everything in this game.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can't really ride the brakes. Okay, I need to take note of where the entrance is. Apparently.
This is old Italy. You don't have to worry about it up here. Yeah, this is old Italy. It's not nearly as bad up here as it is in the DLC.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's true. Well, Europe 3 is kind of like having your own server, because I can't say I've seen another truck.
I've seen a couple of them, but I think again, the server was highly populated when I first got on, but I think with all the disconnects, I'm not sure how many people noticed they got kicked off the server. A lot of people could be driving around going, "Yeah, there's nobody on here."
It's dead tonight. Because you're in single player. Alright, looks like Hemi and I'll share a parking space there.
I'm a legend, I tell you. A legend. According to this game, anyway. Oh, for all the joking I do about it, there's no way I'd ever kick the dog out. Think about it sometimes, but
That's good.
I'm going to go hit the mechanic.
I don't know why. What did he do to deserve that?
Take a little damage there, did you?
Yeah, when I hit the old guardrail, she took a little punch to the nose, so I'm gonna go get it straightened out by the garage. It's here too.
Oh, good idea. Fits like a glove. Well, not quite. Well, apparently I'm a little bit off.
What are you talking about?
My parking skills.
Oh. All right, when you guys get to a stopping point, jump into the contracts and let's see where we're going next.
Okay. Time is it? No, it's still. It's not bad.
And there's a ton of routes going to Italy. I've got, I think in France, probably. Limonez or whatever it is. Limonese. Limonez. Limoges.
Okay, let me check that out. Well, I'm not a legend. I'm only a professional.
Huh?
Using the term loosely. It's that I'm still a professional. That's all I am.
Oh, I'm a legend. I'm a legend, man.
Wait, what happened? Game just disappeared. Okay.
What, did you have to put another quarter in?
I guess, man. Okay. The whole thing shut off. Like, just disappeared.
Oh, your computer doesn't like you.
Well, no, it's not a blue screen, so just the game quit. Okay, I was trying to get a be right back sign. Hold on, let me try to reload.
I have Milano and I have Geneva. So.
All right, I'm logging back in.
You don't have the French one, the France.
Ah, that stinks. I don't have. Well, I closed up my thing when his computer crashed, so I was like, oh.
Oh, as well close mine out then.
My game
Well,
crash.
I'm not gonna open it up until he gets in here then.
It'll take a second here.
Oh boy.
I'm back in again. I just gotta. I had that entrance to the beginning part of the game there is so loud. Okay. What if I continue? Okay. Should be back here.
Almanez 580. What's up, man?
Okay, I'm gonna turn down rain probability because I'm tired of the rain. I want to see sun.
Yeah, that reminds me. I was gonna look and see what mine was at. It's got to be pretty low.
I'm turning random road events off for a streaming for a
pretty low.
online deal.
Oh, I would turn mine up.
Okay. All right. So external contracts. So I'm back in now.
I had threatened at one point to turn them all the way up, full blast, for a stream and see how it was, and see how many random road events you actually get.
Oh, looky there. I have Limonez, France.
Let me see.
I have Oh, I can't pronounce it. Somewhere in Sweden, the Netherlands, France.
Limoges. Yes, I have that.
Yep. Limons.
The emojis or whatever. Emoji.
Limoges.
All right, let's do it. Let's go into France.
You want to do Limoji?
Yeah.
Limoges. I'm trying to think about how a redneck would say it. Limoges.
Limoges. Hey, we're going to the Limoges.
You can go on up there in the limo, guys. Generics, yeah, I'm fine. And the guy has white flags. What's that? So we're taking that begin delivery.
Works for me.
Woohoo!
Go
Okay.
from Italy to France.
I'm there. Same place, too.
Same place?
Wait, same,
Wow.
same. Yeah, there's the trailer.
Holy smokes! Wait a minute, I'm not there anymore. I moved. God!
Yeah, mine's right next door almost. It's one trailer over from the one I just parked.
Yeah, it's in an interesting position on my screen. Or at least Hemi's is. Hemi's is sandwiched in the middle of somebody's heavy haul.
Oh yeah, I just saw that on your screen. Crone, we deliver the future.
I thought they cut corn.
Wait. Am I even in the right server? I don't think I'm on the right server.
Are you on 2 or 3?
The no cars or no cars?
No, well, I mean, I see some dots, but that's not you guys, though. I bet I'm in the wrong one. I might have hit server 2. Wait, which one are we in?
3?
3. I bet I hit 2. Oops.
Interesting looking at Hemi's.
I'll be right back. Let's log into the right server. That would help.
That would help.
Like, wow, look at all the
wheels to suddenly appear.
Look at all the traffic. I was like, man, people started populating the server.
Yeah, because it's the one with, nosebleed and escort cars.
Right, which I don't care to deal with. All right, let's try this again. There's 97 people on the server currently. Okay, I'm back.
Wow.
I'm in the right
I'll
one.
be right back.
That's almost as bad as a U.S. server.
Yeah, I'll pop right in. I still should be in the park. Well, I don't know exactly where I'm at, but let's just hope I'm not exactly where you are. Okay, let's see. I don't know exactly where I'm at, but I think it's... Oh, I'm... Okay.
Oh, there you are.
Dang it, man, it's
Your
raining.
load,
It's raining still, man. Come on. I don't want to rain.
Except on mine, you have a Transnet trailer instead of a Goodyear one.
I think I got a Goodyear on mine, but
Probably when you pull out, it'll be the right one.
I don't know. It was the right one. Yeah, it's the right one. Okay. All right. Now we're good. After we
All right, I'm
release.
just waiting for him to show up.
Okay. I'll just wait right here. Still raining. Man, I turned down the thing. It's like a thunderstorm in there, man. You guys as clear as day. Be like, yeah, sure, Mr. Moose is in your stream. Yeah, right. How's it raining then?
Oh, there, I'm starting to see the
Are
word
you making
Crown
fun of
on.
me? You're making funny of me, my truck.
No?
No, it works. I mean, black, black is black.
Doesn't take any time at all to design it.
That's for sure.
All right, who's leading this time?
I don't care. I will.
Eating chips and salsa, so.
All right.
I mean, I'll do it. If you...
Comic Cowboy is leading out. Go ahead, Hemi. I'll bring up the rear. I want to watch y'all's those antics.
We're going to be live on TV, Hemi.
Hot diggity, dog! Holy smart, call my mom. Hi, Mom!
Hey, it's only on the internet, though. Y'all know you don't have that newfangled stuff in the holler.
On the 80-inch TV. Be like, honey, how do we get Twitch on the black and white?
Y'all take the TV off the TV tray. We're gonna have to put the laptop on it tonight. Darn it, I keep getting stopped at all the traffic lights.
Oh, I'm supposed to stop at those?
I obey all traffic laws.
No, I should be stopping at those.
Mr. Blue Monkey, quick, move the camera.
Oh, look at the full moon out there, Ma.
Yeah. I don't think I have a wide enough lens.
That definitely sounds like rural Alabama.
Man, that was a long traffic light. Y'all are gone.
Let's see.
I'll catch you.
Yeah. Well, old Russian Fishing 4 is coming on over to Steam.
Next month. It got delayed. Yeah, I was gonna live stream it last night, but the release got delayed. Apparently they were having some issues with it, so
I think does a pretty good job, man, of reproducing the fishing experience. I mean, nothing's perfect, but I think it does
Yeah,
all right.
sure gets the boredom. That was loud.
What was allowed?
Somebody honked a horn next to me. Oh, on the other side of the interstate, and it was really, really loud. Yeah, I mean, I like Russian Fishing 4. It's all right. I just, the grind on it is ridiculous.
Yeah, so I was going to say, unless you, I supposedly, I guess, unless you pay more. I've never looked into the paying anything, but
Yeah.
it certainly is a pretty good grind. But I enjoyed the, I don't know, man. I've enjoyed part of it. We'll see. I kind of want to take a break until it came out on Steam.
I don't know. The fanboys say that it's not a pay to win. They're like, oh, it's not pay to win. But I'm like, anytime you can buy levels or you can, buy gear, with real world money, it's pay to win.
Yeah, if you can, if you can buy more stuff to go faster. But
Yeah.
seems
They're
like
like, oh, well, you can buy gear, but you can't use it until you level up. I'm like, well, if I'm able to use the money to help me level up, then
yeah. Seems like the community is pretty decent though, as far as like people gave me stuff. People were giving me different pieces of equipment that they don't use anymore. I don't know. It seemed like
Well,
it
that's
was
because
nice.
you got to waste so much money on stuff. You know, like everybody's willing to give you like, but which I appreciate. But at the same time, I want to do it on my own, right?
Well, true.
But I keep like people want to give me different baits and stuff, and it's because they have to make so many of everything in order to level up. You know, in order to get to the point where you can make a certain ground bait, you got to make 15,000 of the other one.
Oh yeah, that's
And
true.
so you end up with a bag full of bait that you made. So
Yeah, that's true. I didn't get as far to where I can actually make bait yet. I'm still fairly low level.
I'm like 14 or 15, somewhere in there.
Yeah, I think mine's maybe a 7.
And see, that's the problem for me. It's so boring. I mean, it's just I float fishing with a cane pole
Uh-huh.
it didn't excite me, you
Yeah.
know. And the equipment is so expensive that either you have to have the patience to grind out the money to be able to buy everything, or you're going to end up spending money on gold in a premium membership so you can level up faster. And it's just, I'm just like, ugh. I hate microtransaction games. They're the AIDS of the gaming community. And it's sad. I would rather you just charge me a boatload of money for a good quality game than try to nickel and dime me to death.
Yeah.
Because then I'm just going to resent you all the time. Lord, how fast are you guys running?
90. I can slow down. It's actually, the speed limit's now 70 where I'm at. It was 90 a second ago. How much in front of you am I? Let's see.
I
Oh.
have no idea.
Wow. Yeah.
I just came out of a toll booth and I'm like, I hadn't seen y'all since we left town. Y'all checked out and went.
Okay. I'll slow down just a little bit.
Oh, it's like,
I'll give you
wow,
time
they're
to catch up.
gone.
Yeah, because I didn't even see your name. I saw Hemi, but not. I think Hemi, you're about 150 away from me.
Yeah, I'm a little bit back here. I'm doing 70 right now.
Hemi's 510 away
Are
from
you
me.
kidding? Wow. Okay. Well, I'll slow
And opening up. He's at 550. I'm
Doing
like,
70.
I'm going 60 now. I'm gonna set
Wells
my,
is 600
I'm gonna set
600 away from me.
I'm gonna set my cruise at 63.
I'm at 90 and I'm finally starting to catch up with you guys a little bit.
Yeah, my bad.
Oh, somebody's in front of me now. Hemi's in front of me, I guess.
I just hit the putt. I just. Yeah, now I'm now you're. Oop. There you are.
Weird, you keep dropping on and off my screen.
Oh, that's right. You're okay. So you're 566 and Hemi's 194. I'm sure you're gonna be catching me now, though, because.
Yeah, I'm working it up to 80.
I'm pegged to down here. I can't even lift my foot.
You're catching me now, though, Moose. You're like 350 right now. Big time. And Hemi's gonna go flying past me like a lightning bolt. Be like, who's that grandma
Oh my
on
god,
the
I
road?
actually see him now. Alright, you can drive now. Now that I can actually see you.
Okay, I'll go up to 80.
Man, Hemi cutting them corners.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he's been.
I need some fuel.
He's been weaving a lot, man. Do you? Okay.
It's hard to drive, balance the salsa dish, and eat chips at the same time.
Wow, I thought I got fuel. I didn't think I needed fuel, but I guess I do.
You're coming up on a turn. I'll look for a fuel station up here in front of you.
I got about a half tank left.
Mine's probably just below. Mine's probably at a third of a tank right now.
I just got a baby tank. So I can't hold a whole lot. Probably not going to see any fuel stops for at least 25 miles. Sure.
Oop. Road work. I thought I turned the things off.
Yeah, I get road work too.
Oh, okay. That's just.
No. It's just rock slide area.
It's just in the map. Oh, okay. I didn't see the actual.
Oh, it is road work. What the heck?
I guess
I
it's,
never played this game before. It's been like
Nope.
that since the game was released.
I don't think I've been on this road. Nope. Road is gray. I have not been this way before.
our destination is Limones.
Lemonade.
Lemonades. Yeah. Yeah. Ah, that's where we're going.
Mayonnaise.
I wonder if they got some bread next to it and a slice of ham.
We're going to lemon glaze.
Oh, that's even better. Gas
Over,
station.
over a bun cake. It's good stuff.
I'm gonna stop here and get some petro.
Oh, there is a Petro here. Yeah, here, I'll stop too. On a time. It's like, whoa, what? Oh, there's the station right there. Eco. I didn't play Eco because it came out when I was super busy. I mean, I got it, and I played it for like 20 minutes, but I didn't have time to get into it.
I don't really need fuel, but I'm gonna top off since we're here.
Yes, I could probably
We
could
got
have
a
made it.
well, we got a 500-mile trip or whatever, and kilometers, and I can go 900 and something. So now I can go 2,990 or 2,499 kilometers.
Oh, it looks like you're ready here, so I'll hit it.
Yep. Fire them retro rockets.
Get up to speed, and there's a toll booth.
Are you trying to get the marbles off your tires there, Hemi? Yeah, welcome to France.
Really?
The France DLC was relabeled the Toll Booth Simulator
Yep.
when I played it originally.
Yeah, that's for sure, man.
Wheels is in the lead. Hemi is challenging. Who will make it into the corner first? Well, it looks like Hemi's got the momentum. He's taking the lead. He's going to put him in the rail. Oh, never mind. Hemi's got to eat his chips and salsa. He's going to have to slow down.
I don't got chips and salsa. I just got a bag of chips down here I was munching on just to...
Oh. And so then you get it far enough in front of me. You're not quite there yet. I'm still on your back axle there.
Oh yeah, I am. I'm good.
Remember, if he rubber bands, he's in your cab.
I know,
That's why
man.
I'm saying over here.
I know.
You're entering a town.
It's not been bad though, as far as not, both of yours. I haven't seen any kind of rubber banding or anything.
Speed camera. Speed camera.
Lion. And a left turn.
Leon.
And a left turn.
I ain't stopping for that traffic light. Y'all be done gone. I won't ever see you again.
Yeah, we're going to be already parked and unloaded, our trailer unloaded.
God, what's with the traffic lights are against me?
I'm just hitting all greens when I'm paying attention.
Lemonades, France.
Whoa, sidewalk.
There's a curb there.
Yeah.
Did you
curb.
see in Bus Simulator 18 you can kill people now?
Oh, cool.
I did not see that part. That does sound...
Yeah.
That's funny.
If you're not careful when you pull into a bus stop, if you go up on the curb the least little bit or something, you actually end up killing somebody and everybody runs away.
Oh, that'll do something to your reputation. So how does the multiplayer work in that again? Is it the same as it was before, or?
There never was multiplayer.
I didn't. Okay, I was thinking there was a
there
way to
everybody
connect.
was on the. It registered everybody's scores, and you could be like
Okay.
compete to see who had the highest scores or whatever. But no, the multiplayer in it is I think it's 4 people total can
Really?
work together, and like
Really?
I think it's basically if you start a game, and I join in on you.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You're working on my game save, and it works towards my company.
Right, like Raft.
Yeah.
Your game save.
I'm getting
yeah.
tired of these games, though, doing this join on your friends through Steam crap without putting password protection on there.
Yeah. Yeah, because you might
Because
not.
if I play Raft, anybody can join me.
Yeah, and that could be if you've opened it up to allow people to friend you on, like in your situation or something.
I'm going to start having to purge everybody out of my friends list on Steam, except for the people that I actually play games with. Because I like Astroneer was that way, and Alex and I are trying to play Astroneer one night, and all of a sudden people are just appearing left and right while we're playing. that we don't know, and it's either off of my friends list or his friends list. We set up a Conan server, and everybody and their brother started what was supposed to be a private server started populating it because the developers of Conan were idiots.
Oh, so Conan does it that way.
Well, Conan has a little glitch set up in there. And what it is there's in their menu it says create a clan, and then right under there it says invite a friend. And so you think, okay, well, I start a clan, and then to get people into the clan, I invite them
Yeah.
to join the clan. Well, it don't work that way. What happens when you click that invite friends button, it basically broadcasts to everybody on your Steam account that you have a Conan server up and tells them to come join you.
Oh, okay.
And
So
And it bypasses the password.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That was funny.
Well, you
So I'm
know,
running out there, and I'm like, "Oh, I see you now, Hemi." And I walk up to him, and the dude turns around and kills me. And I'm like,
hey,
"Who the
Hemi.
heck is this guy on my server?" And yeah,
Well, it probably works under normal circumstances where people like you're friends with people you know, but not in a situation where you're a streamer or something like that, because you got all kinds of people.
well, here's the problem with it, though. Okay, Wills, I'm the owner of the server. It opens up a loophole, and I put a password on the server for a reason.
Oh yeah,
Because
yeah.
I want people only who have the password to get on there. I don't mind that it says, hey, Mistermoose has a server, and you click on it, then it should prompt you and say, he's got a server, but if you don't have this password, you can't join it.
Yeah, they should
The
have
way
definitely have
that
that.
works, though, is it allows anybody who's on the server to invite their friend, and then it bypasses the password completely. So which means I can hit the button and anybody in my friends list can then join the server. Then they can invite everybody off of their friends list and on down the line. It's like a giant pyramid bypass the password system.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, then okay. Chain reaction, kind of.
Yeah. So it's like, why even have a password on it at that point if everybody's going to be able to bypass it? So all of a sudden, we got all these people on the server that I don't know. And it's like one guy got on the server and then he invited all of his friends. And all of his friends populated the server. And it's like, whoa.
That was funny.
Yeah.
Hey, I see you,
had to-
Hemi. Oh, no, I don't. Where? I don't see you. Yeah, you're right here next to me. No, that's not me. What'd you kill me for? It wasn't me. Yeah, it was
Yeah, it was.
interesting.
Yeah, was you were right next to me? No.
And then so then I got back in. I was like, dude, why the hell did you kill me? Who are you? And how'd you get the password? And he goes, oh, no, a friend of mine invited me onto it. I was like, okay. Well, you're not supposed to be on here. Well, I got an invite to it. Well, you're about to get uninvited. And the only way I could uninvite anybody was to just wipe the server and start over again. Had to
Yeah, shut it
restart.
down. And
Yeah, that's pretty non-user friendly.
But all these people are doing, all these developers are doing it now. And it's just, what are they thinking? Go ahead and pass me.
All right, I'm picking up speed here. I kind of let off the gas there at first. Yeah, I don't know.
It's becoming, you're starting to see it more and more. And what they don't think about is, I might not want to play a game with you today. And, you know,
Yeah, you might not want to have everybody play. Okay, now why did it not take us on that?
well, because that would have made sense.
I almost did it anyway, but I thought, well, no, I'll follow Hemi. He's leading.
You gotta take the roundabout. You can't go. You can't miss the roundabout. Everybody's gotta take the roundabout.
Right, you can only bypass the roundabout if you're European, because if you're European, you've done a roundabout a million times. But if you're U.S. on a European server, you have to go through the roundabout because, well, you need to experience the roundabout.
It's a roundabout way of saying you need to go through the roundabout in a roundabout way.
Right.
I remember when they put the first roundabout in my area here. I don't know if everybody got it.
Tell you what, when you come up to one and you're not used to them, you're kind of like, what? What?
Yeah, I remember they put
Hey.
2 in about that
Hey,
time.
Wills, are my lights bright?
I don't know. I can't see you.
Okay.
I can't see you in my mirror. They look bright on the stream.
Oh wait, you may not even see my lights on this game.
I don't. Should you'd think you would, but probably won't make any difference. Oh, is that what that glow is out the back of my mirror? No, I can't. I can see that there are lights behind me, but can't tell how bright they are.
They should be blind in Hemi.
I can see him, and I'm driving away as fast as I can go. Yes.
Yeah, you are. You're just leaving us behind. So much for being a convoy.
80 mile an hour, sir.
I didn't see. I saw you blink your lights on your stream, but I did not see the change in brights to dims on mine. And I can see your truck now, but I don't see any. I don't see lights.
See them now?
No.
Huh.
You're supposed to say yes.
No, I'm just curious.
Yeah, no. I can't. I can't. I seen your truck back there, but nothing coming out of the, no lights. So. Okay, I do see the lights, but they're like very dim. I mean, you can just see that there's like a little like spot, but you can't see the beams, or it's not very prominent.
I got you.
Definitely see Hemi's lights, man. They're bright. They're not the light itself, but the reflection looks pretty bright. Yes, I can see you blinking them.
Blink your lights. I see if I can tell if yours are on or not. I see a change in the cab, but in the mirror, negative.
Okay. They're bright. Wait, I think I saw. Were you blinking yours there, Moose?
Nah, man, you need to get your eyes checked.
Okay. I can see it on the road, and I think I do. I see it reflecting on the back of his truck. Seemed like I thought I saw it reflecting on the back of his at one point.
What's up, Tim? How you doing, man?
Man, we went from not being able to even see each other to like right on the bumper.
Yeah, I'm backing off in case we go through a construction thing.
Yeah, lag
In
zone.
case one of my, because I turned mine up, just in case one pops up here. I need to be able to see it coming out the back of your truck.
Yeah, because it's gonna come right
Just
through.
rolls out the back of your truck.
All of a
Oh,
sudden,
look,
there's
an airplane just rolled out of the back of Wheel's truck.
cement mixer.
Oh, where'd that EMS truck come from? Oh. Hemi Jeffs gave birth to an EMS worker.
Ew.
Wheels ran over it.
Wheels! No! Wee! Wee!
It was definitely a bouncing baby.
It kind of fell flat though. All of a sudden, Knight Rider comes out of the back of your truck. I'm sorry, that's like too generational right there.
Yeah, the old
Who's
girl.
Knight
that
Rider?
came out.
What are you talking about? Knight Rider.
And we are in Europe. They worship David Hasselhoff.
Hasselhoff is like God here.
Oh,
Really?
we watched Baywatch the other night. The movie. Do yourself a favor. Never, ever, ever, ever watch that movie. It is so terrible.
Why would I ever want to watch that?
I don't know. I thought it might have been a decent flick. She thought it might have been a decent flick to watch. So we flipped it on and watched it, and we regretted every minute of it.
You know, when you go through that bar before I do, it doesn't lift. Like, you just go right through
Yeah.
it.
It's
Yeah,
all
just
over.
it's like when you pull into one of those gated yards, the gate doesn't open for the vehicle. I don't see like Moose pulled in one. He drove through the gate on my screen, so they got a right hand turn here going up the hill. Mm-hmm.
So you're like, hey, man, I can go right through that. It's not collidable.
Nope. Nope.
Not that gold.
I wasn't burned yesterday.
I thought you
I
had...
was born in the dark, but not last night.
Gonna spool it back up to 85 again.
We ain't got that much further to go.
Oh, 58.
Yeah, I heard a joke yesterday. What do you get when you cross the Titanic with the Atlantic Ocean? Halfway in frostbite.
What?
That joke had some depth to it.
Yeah, it sank fast.
That joke went down as fast as the real Titanic did.
Your description had way too many words.
I agree. But I couldn't. I don't got a face cam, so I couldn't do the old pinch the nose and go, ew.
Well, it wasn't meant to be a good joke. It was just a stupid joke.
And we're adding
Sort of
to
like,
it.
you know, what do you get when you cross a dog in a road? Or a dog in a car? A dead dog and a sad child? Ching.
Man, all
No,
he'll do...
it doesn't even deserve that.
All he'll do is remember the time when he found the dog on the kitchen table. Remember the good old days when the dog was on the table? We had to move all the chairs.
Oh man,
He left us a gift on a piece of paper.
left me a very special present. So nice of him.
Didn't this kitchen table used to have a nice polished sheen to it? Yeah, yeah, but when we had to douse the table with alcohol and to sanitize it after the dog pooped on it, it sort of went through the lacquer and
We should take that piece of paper and let it dry
never been
out.
able to polish it. Never been able to polish it quite as good anymore.
Just not the same.
That's something Pledge doesn't take off.
BHV.
I don't know where to get off at.
Well, don't follow me, because apparently I don't know where I'm going anywhere, anytime. Of course I'm going to park it where you need it. Why you even ask? I know I can turn that off, I believe, but
Oh, you still have the prompt on?
yeah, I don't know why. I guess just in case I'm in a hurry. No, let's see. Interesting. My parking space is on this side of the trailer.
That's because you took where they need it, not like I don't know. I don't
Oh.
know. Maybe
No.
the difficult parking spot is way back there in the corner.
Oh, I thought I. Okay. Apparently, I didn't click the right thing, did I?
I think there's 3 different spots. There's easy, medium, and hard.
I thought I put park it where you need it.
I don't know. I wasn't watching
know.
your stream, so
Well, that's all right.
I wasn't watching
Go.
twitch.tv/wheels 24/7
You weren't, huh?
as advertised on your truck right now. I wonder how many streamers think driving down that, people who are in the game playing are going to drive by and go, "Oh man, Wheels is on. Let's
Well, they
stop. I got to stop playing the game right now and bring up his stream."
right. Stop. Come to a complete stop. Emergency parking brake. Everything, just so you can do that.
There was somebody who thought, it's going to be a genius idea. So when I get on multiplayer, I'm going to put twitch.tv/my name, and it's going to give me bazillion new viewers.
Well, I don't know. That's why I did it, but I just did it. I thought that's what all the cool kids did.
No, Timmy, it's not.
Oh, man. It was peer pressure.
I don't do it. I don't do it because I think it puts more of a target on me that I already have.
Well,
The best was when I used to come in here and I used to do streams as, like
you like that part.
all kinds of different names I'd put up there just to see if, nobody would figure out where I was.
What was it?
Inigo Montoya. Was
Yeah, Inigo Montoya.
Inigo Montoya was
That's like the
for
worst.
the longest time. Do what?
That's like the worst job backing up I think I've done in ever.
Well, don't worry. I wasn't watching you the entire time on my stream.
That's okay.
All right, I gotta find that and turn it off. I thought I had that backup buzzer turned off in my gameplay.
Man, that's... I'm gonna have to pull out of that. That's... I tried to fix that. That was not doable at that angle. Be like, you're backing up like that. Take Twitch off your stupid name tag.
Backup vehicle. There it is.
How can you take it off? It adds some the immersion of the game. It's no immersion.
Annoying, though.
Beep, beep. Since you turn it off, I'm gonna do beep, beep, beep.
No, you're supposed to go, Ree! Ree!
Oh, that'll work now. That'll work, Will. That should get you green.
That's too funny because it is green. Actually, it gave me green doing that. That's like, it's like, forget it. Just get out of here. Take it and go.
It's enough. We get off. Go. Move.
Game's like, dude, just
Did that? The
See
game's
ya.
saying to itself, did Adam change his name?
Adam changed his name.
I'm sorry. That wasn't nice.
that's, hey, I can take it, man. Is that Adam with a Twitch by his name?
I didn't know Adam could stream.
I'll just kind of step out of the way here and fix my name tag.
Oh. Oh, we've had a little trailer damage.
Okay.
Well, I did pretty good up until the last load. I did tap that trailer just slightly. All right, boys. I think that's gonna be the last one for me tonight.
Alrighty.
I might end 30 minutes early.
Alright, well, I switched my tag for you.
What does this one say? Not Adam.
Oh, that's not what I thought it said. I thought it said something else. I was just kind of laughing at it.
Well, at first I put not a streamer, and then I thought, no, not Adam is better.
I thought it was 3 words up there. So
Put YouTube.
I had mine up there for a while that said another freaking streamer.
That's what I'll do. I gotta go undercover now. What was your name before?
Inigo Montoya.
Okay.
You know where that comes from?
I can't think of it offhand.
Man, you're sad. All right, well, that's good to do it for tonight.
I guess I'll Google it.
Yeah, you can't use it unless you understand it.
Okay.
Because my name is Inigo Montoya.
All right, guys.
All right, boys and girls.
Thanks for
thank
watching
you,
the
boys.
stream.
I enjoyed it. We'll do it again.
Yeah, thanks.
Fun
man.
as always.
I still have 4 more jobs to do. I'm sure if y'all want to continue to do it, you've got several more to do.
So we do 3 or 4 tonight.
Mm,
I think you did 4. I did 3. So
I did 5.
We did 5, so I did 4. Well, I don't know.
I did
like that.
5. Well, if you go out to the menu, it'll tell you. If you go out to where your truck's at the top of the screen, it'll tell you what your progress is. It'll show you the event,
Yep.
what your
3 out of
progress
12.
is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Me too. Me too. 3.
That's right, because I did 2 before I hooked up with you guys.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. I appreciate it, and hopefully catch up to you guys
Cool.
later. Hit that follow button. It would be
All right,
greatly
well,
appreciated.
Wheels, Hemi,
See ya.
thank you so much for joining me tonight.
Yep. Thanks for letting me play.
Yeah, man. Anytime. You're always
Yes.
welcome.
As always, a blast.
Yep. We have to dust off the old Sea of Thieves one night and get the constipated sailor back out.
Alright, we'll have to see what we can do.
So, I don't know if you've heard that one yet, Wheels. After we did that Sea of Thieves that night,
Yeah.
the next day in another streamer's chat, they were like, "Yeah, Moose was doing Sea of Thieves last night. I don't know who was playing with him, but he sounded like he was constipated the whole time." Talking about Hemi. Oh man, it's great.
And then I went back into a stream then a couple days later. I said, "Hey, yeah, we're looking at doing some Sea of Thieves. Any tips for my voiceover?" "Oh no, you're really good. I thought you did a real good job. I didn't even know it was you." I'm like, not like some X-Lax or anything, or
That's hilarious, man. I didn't take that away from that, I guess.
It was pretty funny.
I don't know. That's what I was trying to say. How do you tell from the voice that they're? I was tightening up my stomach, yeah. But hey, oh!
Yeah, we gotta go kill Megalodon now, man.
Oh my gosh, Captain! Captain!
Man overboard.
So many bananas. I need to go find a palm tree. I need to go lean up against a palm tree, Captain. Oh gosh.
There's
Captain!
something-
I'm jumping over, Martin.
something in the water.
MLH Chiefs, thanks for the evening. Have a good night, man. All right, boys and girls, we're gonna call it a night. Want to meet?
All right, Wheels, catch you in. Have a good one.
All right. See ya. I'm jumping out. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it once again. Y'all have a good one. And catch you next time. Later, guys.